Okay folks, no intro today. As we all know that video games are not expensive as it is. But now this person here, you wanna know what he say? Only fans will find ways to pay 80 bucks. That's not gonna happen. With this current economy, so here it is. This was his response to it. If you don't know who Randy Pitchford is, he is the CEO of Gearbox who create Borderlands. But his response is simple. If only real fans can find a way to pay 80 bucks. Everybody is now roasting it. This is he replied to this person, Old Gold Sot, that's a nice word. Randy, this game better not be 80 bucks. Don't take that risk. A lot of gamers aren't gonna pay $80 and feed this notion of the constant increase of price tag. You're the CEO, you have some say with the price when it comes to your publisher. He responds to say, not my call, but if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. My local game store has Starlight for the Sega Genesis for 80 bucks in 1991 when I was just out of high school working minimum wage as an ice cream parlor in Pismo Beach, and I find a way to make it happen. And it didn't go well. Many people are unhappy. Dark also made a video on it, and trust me, there's a lot of people who make a video clowning on this developer or CEO. It says right here, what a terrible response. If you're a real fan, it's an awful thing to use against someone. Synth Potato says, dog, we're not paying 80 bucks for Borderlands game, fully knowing, okay, they really need to fix. You know, I'm gonna say it my way. Knowing fully, you'll do multiple season passes that cost another 100 bucks, and you'll probably sell the weapon skins too. Tesla Tidbits said that way to endear yourself to any fans there, Randy. Borderlands 3 was technical mess and the series needs a hit, and you're out here talking about who is the real fan? Way to earn that 80 bucks, man. I can't wait for the AAA games industry to collapse on itself. Okay, I would agree on this, but the thing you have to know, this is about East versus West most of the time. Now here, real fans here, however, most of us have stagnant wages since 2021 and the cost of living have never been higher. A is likely correct. We could have just been done without B. Here it is, Canadian Czar. Can't wait to buy the Ultimate Edition BL Borderlands 4 with every single season since 2 years time, or in 2 years time, with the low price of 20 bucks. This is definitely not the stuff you should be saying to the fans, especially when you made a terrible live action adaptation that you have covered the cost because it failed. That's probably why you said what you said for this comment, LMAO. See, even Asmongold is chiming in. Streamer Asmongold said that, well, he chimed in. He said that the funny thing is that this is true for many game franchises. FF, Final Fantasy I think, From Software, Baldur's Gate, and I don't think it's true for Borderlands. After watching all the trailers and gameplay footage, I don't see how another mediocre millennial humor looter shooter is worth 80 bucks. Whoo, when Asmongold react, you know for full well that game is gonna be roasted. As for Pitchman's comment, it's illuminating that he claims the pricing of the game is not his call despite being Gearbox CEO. As for the second point, while he used the term real fan is quite clearly being interpreted as condescending, to the point behind it, it still stands. People who do want to play the game will find a way to save up to 80 bucks and pay for it. In fact, at least one individual noted that he had no problem paying 80 bucks for the game. I will. Games averaged 59 bucks in 2005, that's 97 today. We are still getting games at a bargain. 80 bucks for the ultimate entertainment is a steal. It costs more than that for the movie and dinner for two that last 2 to 4 hours. So that begs the question, will the game be able to sell enough copies at an 80 bucks price range in order to justify the cost? Or does it the 80 price is pushing too many people away from the game? Asmongold notes that it has a lot to do with the game and what it's offering. And we see in recent years, some games have no problem dropping truckloads of cash on the game like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, World of Warcraft, Madden, and many others. However, other games are not willing to do so. This is likely why Nintendo adapt a varied price strategy for its Nintendo Switch 2 games. Not all games will be priced or will have the same price, but the price will vary depending on the value of the game and what they believe the gamers will have and what they believe gamers will value at the game. Before I get to it, I'm asking you all, what is your average salary? It doesn't matter where you're from. I want you to list it in the comments. What's your average salary? For me, my salary, depending on what I do, it's usually about less than 1,000 Malaysian ringgit, which should be about 600 something. I'll put the number on the screen just in case. Because remember, in this economy and what's happening in either Ukraine, the Middle East, or even India for that matter, the economy is going to get a hit and price is going to shoot through the roof, and that's why I rarely buy anything. I want to buy what I need, and most importantly, I will buy something that will have a return on investment, because that's the thing we have to have. ROI, return on investment, regardless whether you want to put it 70 bucks, 80 bucks, whatever it is. You have to make sure one thing: the game is playable, no bugs, no glitches, no performance issue, character is appealing, and the game will succeed. People will buy it en masse. But if the game is broken, unpolished, bugs and glitches, performance issues, why bother justifying the 80 bucks? It's not justifiable. Regardless what it is, I think for me, I buy games that I know that it will give me a return on investment. And the games I like, the games that I will always support. Look, the reason why I buy a PS5 because of one simple reason: Stellar Blade. And I'm still playing it. I think I was 14 hours in, which I hope, since the PC version is coming, hopefully I can finish the story, well, most of the story, at least 50% of the way, and then play the PC port. Regardless what it is, people have wages, okay? People don't have enough money to buy anything. I mean, this is not the PS2 era where you can just spam buying, which I still miss the PS2 days, don't get me wrong, but that time is over. And now we have to spend wisely, or in this case, choose wisely. Make every cent count, and make every second count as well. Leave a like and subscribe if you want woke or anti-woke detected, or you just want to see me play games, or perhaps you like trending topics. You can visit my second, third, and fourth channel up here or link in the description.